All right. Welcome to Atlanta Motor Speedway for ISRL's race at Atlanta. I just said it. So, there's three things I've got to say before we get any further. First things first, this is probably the most tightest pit road I've seen yet. This is going to be trouble for most of the drivers today. Second thing second, I am worried that we might have a lot of fall off in the middle of the race. Because, of course, this is Atlanta. But the third thing is most important. This is not your regular Atlanta. This is the old Atlanta. This is the old configuration before they added the D oval back in '98. So, Kiana, you got anything to say?
Yeah, I mean, looking at practice right now, it's going to be interesting how these guys can pass on the short run, especially because this is quite literally a single group racetrack. And from my experience in online racing here, all the passing has to be done within the first 5 laps of a restart, or else you're not going to get anything done. So it's going to be interesting to see what these guys do. It's going to be interesting to see pit strategy as well. That's a big question. And one thing they got to worry about is that backstretch wall, because Steve Grissom backed it in there in 1997 and absolutely died. And so it'll be interesting to see if we see that tonight.
Track position is key tonight. That is a major factor. I would like to see what goes on in the middle of the race once that does kick in. So, you expecting people to be aggressive early on the restarts?
Yes, absolutely. Considering
And
how
I don't
narrow
blame
this
them.
track is, how hard it is to pass, you got to get any position you can.
Well, how much time do we have left in practice, Nathan?
Oh, it's just ended. We have 23 seconds until we go to qualifying.
All right. So, as you look in the top left of your screen, or more the left of your screen, you'll see the practice times at the moment. Das Mythic on the top of the board with Ethan Nichols in second by about a 2/10 gap. Seems like Das has got the track figured out more than the others, should I say. And the second place man in points, Bobby Jones, is in third. Which, speaking of points and all that, let's take a look at our point standings going into this race. So Zach Rogers leads the points about 7 over. Yeah, that's 7. 7 over Bobby Jones, and then about a 40-point gap to third place of Steve Rada. Honestly, looking at the points format, 50 points for the winner. That is a pretty big margin for just two races between the top two to third. And in my personal opinion, definitely a bit too early to call a championship fight, or who's going to win the championship, should I say. But I am going to say it is probably going to be the top two, considering they almost have a race gap to third place in points. Samuel Cruz will be in fourth, 45 points, and in a tie between him and Rose Hinson in fifth. Zachary Bilson and Greg Irwin will also be tied for sixth place. Noah DeVerne brings it up in eighth place with Wade Driscoll in ninth. And Bryn Ware will round up the top 10 in points with 41 points on the name. Alright, let's cut back to our regular ticker, where once the drivers complete their laps, it will show who comes out on top. I'm still putting my money on Das Mythic to come on top of the qualifying results. What do you think, Kiani?
It's going to be interesting. I mean, we don't know if those laps in practice were aided by draft. I believe they were. And, wow, Bobby Jones to the top of the chart already.
Well.
And Ethan Nichols in second. It looks like we'll have some pretty clean-cut and clear contenders today in Atlanta.
And there are the times on the board on the little ticker. And he's correct. Bobby Jones by a 10th right now over Ethan Nichols. Das is nowhere to be seen, actually. Zach Rogers now brings it up to second place on the board. And I didn't think about that. You do bring up a good point. Draft may have been a factor there for that practice time for Das. And Bobby picks it up by another 10th, brings it up to a 28.291, with second place, the points leader, Zach Rogers. In second place, Ryan Palmer brings it up third, and Joshua Clements looks succeeded at fourth, which brings us back to them points. Actually, it really shows you who the top two are in the points. Considering, guess who qualified 1 and 2. Now I believe, I might be wrong about this, but I believe that the pole winner gets a little bit of bonus points with it. So Bobby Jones is going to get a little bit of points to maybe close up that gap on Zach Rogers here. Do you think it's a bit too early to think about points, or do you think it's fine to think about points at the current moment, Nathan?
I mean, this track is fairly predictable, so unless like something catastrophic happens, I think we've seen our clear contender so far.
Not a lot to talk about for the first part of qualifying here. It's fine. All the action will fits all that. It'll basically round it up for us when it comes race time. I'm sure of that. No problem. But as it seems at the current moment, oh yeah. Well, now we're in happy hour, and Bobby Jones did indeed win the pole. So now we head back to NR. Take a look at all that.
Let's do a lap on the track.
All right. Where's he at? There he is. Right. Let's go on board with them.
All right, welcome to Atlanta.
On board with Nathan Chiani here.
The real Atlanta layout. Well, actually, the last one we had before they ruined the track the second time. But this is the real Atlanta layout. All right. We're got off pit road here. We are entering turn 2. As you can see, this is now the front stretch. When they reconfigured the track, they shifted everything around. Coming to speed here. See NASCAR Winston Cup Series logos. They can't advertise it anymore. We are getting swatted at the moment as the feds have come on to our tobacco advertising race. Anyways, as we come around turn 4 in the front stretch here, starting the lap. Now into turn 1, you can see it's very narrow, and you want to get off the throttle here, get back on the throttle, give it a little bit of a courtesy lift. On worn tires, it's going to be a bit more than that. Down the back stretch, see the Steve Grissom ball to the left over there. That's not what you want. Coming into turn 3, more the same as 1 and 2. This track really is a bit of a true oval, as both ends are the same, and the front stretch and back stretch. Coming off of turn 4, that's a lap in Atlanta, and it'll be interesting to see how this race plays out.
And I will say, for those that are watching the stream and you may look at Kiani's time, that is not a actual number or anything. Actually, that is a broken image, because there is no number supported for the number 998. So you can blame Kiani. It's all his fault. But we won't have to see that in the middle of the race. So let's head back to those that are actually on track. We're on board with Zach Rogers here, going to turn 1. Looks like he's trying to get a little bit of extra practice in. Daniel Rivera there on the apron. We represent Venezuela to, yeah, just represent Venezuela. There's nothing else to really say about that.
Pastor Maldonado.
I hope he doesn't drive like him.
Oh.
There was something I did mention at the start of the stream, which was...
Oh, I apologize for my language.
Alright, we're getting demonetized. The entire channel's getting banned. Yeah. Look what you did.
It slipped. Do not try this at home. Okay, anyways, go ahead.
But there was something I did mention at the start of the broadcast, and it is how narrow these pit stalls are. Zach Rogers coming on the pit road here. He can probably show you how narrow these pit boxes are. I'm not gonna say certain, but I think there's a guarantee that there's going to be collisions on pit road via these small pit boxes. Yeah. Look how small they are. Yeah, no.
Now, if you look at me here, I'll show you what happened. What wall you don't want to hit on the backstretch.
Uh-oh, here he comes, right. Off turn 2.
All right, I'm driving down the backstretch. Oh no, I get hooked. Holy crap! There is a wall coming.
Oh.
It's literally a perfect reenactment. You do not want to hit that wall.
Oh,
you do not.
Luckily nobody's coming to hit him, I believe. Nope, but someone was about to drive right through you.
That was bad. That was really bad.
Yeah, that could have been a lot worse.
Many dangers for drivers today.
Yeah, I think it's a certain that if somebody were to right there, if they get turned on the middle of the back straight, which I hope nobody does, They are pretty much going to see the end of their race and maybe the end of their life also.
Yep.
But
Especially when you go right back into traffic.
oh
Like
my,
that.
we got a bad wreck on the front. 43 of, I forgot to probably.
Taylor Stolworthy.
Yep, thank you.
Oh, a terrible wreck.
Hard lit down the front. Oh. let's just get an instant replay up real quick. And no, this definitely isn't an excuse to just test my stream set. Yep. Here he comes off turn 2. Oh, he got in the wall a bit. Oh, he's slow. Oh, there's Daniel Rivera. Oh, he just gets pile driven in the rear. Oh my god. Oh lord, he's dead. This is a terrible accident, fellas.
In other more tragic news, Motorsports Games has shut down the NASCAR heat servers.
What a shame. Anyways, going back to our live feed, Zach Rogers making oh lord, big wreck on pit road. I told you somebody would nail that I told you somebody would nail that pit wall. And please forgive me, Derek, if I mispronounce your last name, but Derek Shire is on top of the board for practice right here, or happy hour, should I say. Daniel Rivera brings it up second, Brent Ware third, Zachary Bilson fourth, Zach Rogers all the way down to fifth. But this is happy hour after all. I don't think times really matter to him. But I believe it is, yep, it is race time, and I need to take off the point stand.
Drivers, to your cars.
Oopsie daisy. But we will have the ticker up after half a lap. But from what it seems, I believe we are going to be going green here shortly.
Derek says your pronunciation of his name is correct. It is Derek Shower.
Okay. Thank you, Derek.
Get on track and get off, and we should be good to go here.
Oh yeah, good point. I
99 laps of racing at Hot Atlanta.
Sorry for the stream going blank, folks, but we had to get on and off track. Oopsie daisy, I forgot to do the thing again. Remember, don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
And there's the command. Just like that. Engines are fired up, ready to go here in Hot Atlanta, as Kiani said. Pace car rolls off, and we are underway. Wait, no, not yet. I don't have a sense of time, I'm sorry. As the pace car rolls through 3 and 4, it makes the hard left to pit road. The field is in the hands of Bobby Jones here, coming to the green flag. And I believe we are underway here at Atlanta. Green flag in ISRL. Into turn 1 they go. Side by side for the lead. Two championship contenders out in front. Down the back they go. Still side by side. Still got some good old racing going on here. Oh! 3 wide.
Oh my god!
Close racing. Oh, they about made contact. Zach Rogers is going to lead the first lap. Dan Smith makes his way all the way up to third. Actually, that was pretty quick. I think he started fifth, did he not?
Yeah, he's had a pretty good restart. Like I said, you got to get all those positions early and hold on to them.
Yep. He's making the most of it, I'll tell you that much. But Bobby's not letting Zach get away too quickly. Leaders are staying with one another here. Zach's going to lead.
Oh, I got a car in the wall for 4. It looked like it was Ethan Nichols hit the wall for 4. It got a pretty smacked in the right side on that Subaru Impreza. Let's see how much that'll affect the aero on that car.
as I try to find him. I think I've lost him. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, they smacked the wall pretty good down in turn off of turn 4 there.
Yeah, it's okay, fellas. It only took me half a lap to find him. But still clean, still green. With Zach Rogers leading the way over Bobby Jones. Das Mythic in third. Joshua Clements in the Jimmy Johnson car makes his way up the fourth with Ryan Palmer right behind him. Oh, car on the wall.
Nichols hit the wall again. We got guard around the back. I don't know who that is. He's gonna hit the
Oh!
wall. Hard hit.
Hard hit for Bryn Ware.
Oh, Brent Ware. He's got some big left side damage on that Ray Besto Subaru. He's gonna try to make it down the pit road here. It looks like.
Everybody seems to still keep on going, still on trucking, but this ain't a truck. This is a car. Here at Atlanta, we are still green. And
thank you, Jerry. It looks like Brent just lost it by himself. Looks like. Off for 2. Maybe he checked up for Ethan hitting the wall again and just a hard hit. That's a concussion.
We only got a little view of it, but we're still green, so I'm gonna keep the cameras on the leaders here. Looks like Bobby's starting to close in on Zach here. Do you think they're saving tires, or do you think they're going full on out right now? Blah.
I mean, if I was Zach right now, I'd just let Bobby go there. Someone's clearly faster. I just let them waste their stuff and just reel them back in. But I don't know. I'm not driving these cars. I'm just watching them. So
You got a point.
we don't know what's going on in the cockpit. It looks like Rogers is going to give up the spot here.
And Bobby to the lead, leads that time by. That's his first lap play of the day. And I think Das Mythic is starting to look for second place here on Mr. Rogers. And the other two right behind them, Mr. Joshua Clements and Mr. Ryan Palmer, they're hanging in there. They're trying to take a look maybe. And I would like to say, for those that are in the chat, I would ask that if you can give us a view, I guess you could say, of how the stream looks, if the quality's okay, if everything's okay, if everything looks about right, just let us know in the chat. That'll be a nice thing. Thank you.
I have no idea how that wall was approved for construction use in a professional racing environment. Look at spectator cam when they come off of turn 2. Just look at it.
Well, I've got to say, speeds were probably that high back then when they first constructed this place, but oh my god, you got a great point there. That wall does look deadly, I will say. But, well, at least this is the past now, I guess you can say.
Oh, we got a crash off of 2. The 2 Ray Vestos cars, Hashimuroku, Brent Ware are together.
Oh.
Roku's around on the back stretch. Caution's out.
Caution is out on the speedway. Pace car makes its way off of turn 2 here. Bobby Jones leads him to the caution.
Looked like they just got together. It was very strange when I panned over to them. They were just in the middle of the wrecking.
We'll go gather a replay here. Take a look at what all happened to cause this caution. Ironically enough, it was just two cars that are pretty much identical to one another. So here's an instant replay here. Here they come off of turn 2. Oh, just slight contact in the rear.
You never want to take out your teammates.
And crushed him in the process. But he tried to straighten them out. Didn't work. But
Yeah.
still brought out the yell on the end of it all. So we're going to cut back to our live feed. And it looks like a lot of people have come down pit road here. Oh, actually, everybody. Everybody seems to have come down pit road here, and everybody seems to have made it to their box. I'm going to fix that.
Tom Musa stays out. Looks like he might be trying to lead the lap, get a bonus point.
That might be his goal in the end. I would think so, considering this track. Because you never want to stay on... Oh, we got a wreck on pit road. Oh, we got another wreck. Oh, another wreck.
Oh,
Wrecks all over the
knew
place.
this would happen. And it's a traffic jam on pit road.
Big trouble off of pit road.
43's going backwards. The 84's going backwards.
There was all sorts of chaos there throughout pit road. There was like 3 wrecks there, I believe. Yeah, we're gonna...
Joshua Clements just took out the official.
He's probably going to be charged with murder or maybe attempted murder if he survives after this race.
I think Vishagar ran over like 5 times. He's dead. But that was just. I don't know what happened there.
That was a mess. That's a good way to put it. So we're looking at the instant replay.
Coming out of his box, just cutting the tires, trying to hustle. And then the 43. Oh, it just got squeezed between the wall and the 31 of Ethan Collier. So, bad break.
To sum up the incident with Greg Irwin and the Ray Besto car, that is the 7 of Tyler Stallworth. I cannot read out. Stallworth, thank you. I'm sorry, Tyler. But to sum up that incident, it was just Irwin was coming out of his box and Rada seemed to have gotten squeezed there, and Stallhood had nowhere to go in of it. So we're going to cut back to our live feed here. Stallhood is in his pit box. And we are still pacing around the field. It looks like Bobby Jones has the lead. And you were correct about Tom Musa staying out to lead that lap. He did get that lap led. And I believe our order is mostly the same as before.
Looks like the 31 is retired from the race.
Oh, mid trouble. I didn't expect a retiree this early.
Oh, it looks like he just parked it and just got out of the car. Maybe he had to go. Maybe mechanical issues. Who knows?
That would be the 31 of Ethan Collier, which look at the instant replay here. Just a quick view of it. Just paced through turn 2, and then all of a sudden, boom, dives it to the apron. Which I believe that is a case of he has to go. And off he goes.
Now lights are out on the pace car. This should be coming to the green here.
Cut back to live.
Camry TRD. He gets dwarfed by every other car.
FCRD logos all over the car. It does fit for the series. This is the series that is also owned by the same people who have made the FCRD and CS22 mod. Ironically enough, but
yeah.
Coming back to the green here, it looks pretty familiar as our start of the race there. Same 2 cars on the front row. And again, Bobby Jones will be leading them to the green here. Pace car dives to pit road. Drivers ready on the throttle. Here they come. And green is out. Green, green, green.
Boy, 3 wide already. That red Mustang trying to force it up the middle. We got a car in the apron. It's Jimmy Johnson. No, it's Joshua Clements.
Keeps it straight. Everything seems to be fine. And we might be going, maybe 3 wide for the lead. That's just looking. He's looking.
Cutting it close.
Roger's going to power around the outside. He's trying to keep the lead here. Bobby's trying to keep the lead also. Roger's going to lead him to the line. He's going to get the lap led. As you pointed out, that red Mustang, that would be Mr.
Derek Shower.
Yep. Derek Showers looking to get up to the front here. Oh, yeah, you're right. Makes his way up to 3rd place here. That's a weird looking hood, I've got to say the least.
Yeah, he's running that 2023 Mustang front end, you know.
Mm-hmm.
2024 technically. That should be debuting in Cup next year, so it's kind of a preview of what we're going to be seeing.
I would say this is a case of limited parts, but considering he has a part that nobody else seems to have in the field, I can't really say that.
Yeah. Now, these part shortages with the next gen, man, it's awful. You got people running stuff years in advance.
Look through the field here. Seems to be single file out here. There's the number 47 of Zachary Bilson. Taking a look to the inside here of Joshua Clements. He's going to fall back in line. And it seems like everybody's gone single file here. Nobody seems to be interested in battling. Nobody seems to be interested in passing. Just seems like everybody's trying to mellow out here.
Got a car on pit road. It's Hashiburoku. Number 12, Ray Bestos.
And he retired.
Present, he just left. So it
There
looks
he
like
goes.
He just parked it. Caution is down the speedway.
Oh. Looks like,
Trying to
I
figure
don't,
out who it was.
well, we'll go see if we can find a replay. Huh.
I don't know what the caution was
Yeah,
for.
I don't think any of us, I don't think there's anything on the track that would have caused a caution.
Are there stages? I don't think so.
Well, it doesn't seem like in the chat anybody threw the caution. So, we're going to cut back to live here. It looks like everybody's on pit road. I don't believe this series has stages. I'm 99% sure that they do not have stages. But,
Alright, so, some debris.
looks
let's
like
say.
we're just going to assume it's a debris caution. That's probably what it was. And everybody seems to get into their... Oh, uh-oh. I think we got a problem on the 96 here. I think he got a bit too close to that wall.
Yeah.
He might get only right sides here.
Oh, there's service in the left side.
How?
Wow.
How?
Incredible pit crew.
Okay. You know what? Credit to the pit crew for managing to get that tight of a squeeze. Zach Rogers going to win the race on pit road. No calamity this time. Everybody keeps it clean. Thankfully.
Thomas Philbrick says no stages, also screw Spectrum as the world's most notorious internet company strikes again as his received throughput fell to unacceptable levels. I have heard nothing good about Spectrum, ever.
Ironically enough, I'm on Spectrum.
Okay, well, this broadcast suddenly shuts off. You guys know what happened.
Ain't that the truth? Seems like Tate Dorsey's staying out here, maybe trying to get the lap led, but oh, he's staying out on the track still. Nobody else seems to be pitting here. Tyler Stallhood is also staying out. Maybe he was looking to lead that lap along with Tom Musa. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, nobody else is a lap down. It's the only two people that show a lap down are the ones that left. But lights are still on the pace car, so they have another chance here to hop back into pit road. Also, while we're under this caution, I'd like to give a shout out to Ethan Nichols for the Metallica scheme. I don't listen to Metallica, but everybody thinks it's cool, so I'm just going to say I like it, so it makes it sound like I'm cool. So, go Metallica, woo,
They're
yeah.
very good. They're very good. You should listen to them.
Alright, time for the leaders here in the top three that all stayed out. Let's see if they actually head to pit road. I'll be surprised if they don't. But, seems like they're staying out. Oh, Tom Musa bells. Daniel Rivera seems to be coming back down pit road here. Yep, here he comes. Down pit road. He might... Oh, that's another retiree from the race. Daniel Rivera has hopped out of the car.
Oh, unbelievable.
Venezuela's in tears right now.
The Republic is crying.
They're looking for his head now. They're no longer sad, they're angry.
This is going to be interesting. The 4 and the 7 are on old tires.
Yep.
But
We're gonna see how the old tires can handle up against the new tires.
Scooby-Doo Subaru Impreza. I never thought I'd say those words ever. But here it is, leading the race. You got Rutro on the deck lid. I feel like we're about to see that here in a second.
I am curious how this will play out. I know the two on the second row probably faster than these guys in terms of raw pace, but I want to see how long these guys last throughout the pack. I wonder how long it'll take for those in the second row to actually pass them. That also. We're going to see here, though. Coming off of turn 4 onto the front stretch, and then we'll get the green flag. Pace car dives to pit road. The field is in the hands of Mr. Tate Dorsey. Tyler Stallhood to his outside, and we are back green here at Atlanta.
Boy, a bit of a stack of already. Stallhorn didn't get going. Those old tires. It's going to be interesting to see how they last. There are 3 wide in the back.
3 wide already, and Zach Rogers is already looking to the inside to take that lead from him. Here they come down the back. Oh, we got to spin the back.
Oh, we got to spin. It's Derek Shower. Look out. Is everyone going to miss him?
What?
Can he save it? No, he can't.
Almost. He almost saved it. Oh!
Oh.
That was
Caution's
close.
out.
Caution's out. Here they come back to the line. I believe Mr. Tate Dorsey's actually going to hang on to this one.
Yeah.
Which I should probably ask if it's race back or not, but I don't think it is. I believe it
No,
is.
I think that is.
Yeah, I think it's race back to the line. Let's get a replay up real quick before these guys head back to pit road. Let's see what happened here off of turn 2 to Mr. Derek Shower. Oh, had to go up a bit to avoid that car below, and he just gets out the groove and just loses it. Lots of spinning, lots of swerving, lots of spinning, lots of spin, lots of speed. But ooh! I don't think
that was a great job by the whole field, just missing him there.
great job on everybody's part, really. Just
Ethan Nichols splitting the middle. Thomas Philbrick says no race back till 5 to go. Okay, I thought it looked like they were hauling ass, but
yeah, I was thinking that too, honestly. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to the admins for giving us these updates live while we still figure out the rule book, which we didn't bother reading. Who cares about
reading? Probably should have in hindsight. But,
yeah.
You know, you live and you learn.
Who cares about reading, honestly? Let's be real here.
Yeah. Why use lot word when few word do trick?
Yep, ain't that the truth? Oh my. Hey, Kiani. I just checked back on the stream. We got 21 viewers in here.
Yeah, baby.
We got a crowd watching us, man.
You have a ton of followers on Twitter. You can pull a few strings.
You and your 7,000 followers.
Yeah, I hate it.
Stat package.
I'm willing to trade them with someone.
All right, let's split it in half and give it to me. You can have the other half.
Yes.
Looks like Tate's still gonna stay out here on the old tires. We are about a quarter of the way into this race. Lap 24 of 99. Still got about, the whole 3 quarters to go left in the race. So far we are up to, what is it, 3 cautions? One of them was a debris caution.
Yeah.
Lights are still on the pace car here. Looks like we're going to be going around again. I guess while we're under this caution, we can go take another look at get another point of view of Mr. Derek Shower's wreck off of turn 2, or not even wreck, it was more of a spin. Take a look at from the spectator cam off of turn 2. See the number 3 Greg Irwin washes up the hill, gets out of the groove and loses it off of turn 2. Lots of spinning. About gathers it up. Shout out to Mr. Steve Rada there. I believe that's Mr. Steve Rada. I said Rada, didn't I? Rada. I'm sorry, Steve.
Yes. Not Schnitzel from Chowder.
Rada.
The anti-Schnitzel. Rada. But yeah.
Yep, that was. Let's get on board here with Mr. Rada off of turn 2. Well, he had to see that mess in front of him. Here he comes off of turn 2. just sees all these cars starting to spread out, and next thing you know, smoke is in his face. And it's still in his face, and it's still in his face. He gathers it up. Oh, no, he didn't. Get on the brakes. Great job by him to keep it off of Mr. Shower there. Honestly, good use of the brakes, I'll tell you that much. Cut back to the live feed here. These guys are doubled up now. Pace car's lights are out. Field in the hands of Mr. Tate Dorsey once more. Zach Rogers to his outside with fresh tires. Probably going to try to get the lead here, I would assume, by turn 2. Field's starting to bunch up here as the pace car is about to take a hard left into pit road. Field in the hands of Mr. Tate Dorsey. Comes to the restart zone here. Place your bets. How soon does Zach get the lead here? Green flag is back in the air.
Oh,
big
look
trouble.
out. Stallhood did not get going. Almost lost it. That could have been really bad. Sacked the back of the field up, it looks like.
Seems like the
Side
top.
by side there too.
Mhm.
Up front.
Seems like the top 5 have broken away here.
The car in the wall.
Oh,
back there.
Bryson
It's,
Miller in the wall
Bryson
back
Miller.
there. He keeps it up there.
Got
I
a spin
think-
back there as well. It's the 4, Tom Musa.
Oh,
Stay green.
still green, still clean, still green. And they're 3 wide. About 3 wide for a second. Tate Dorsey starting to fall back. Zach Rogers is taking the lead. As they head into 2. Still a 2x2 back there for second place, actually. Looks like Bobby Jones is hanging around in 5th right now. Maybe he's just trying to take it easy for the current time being, knowing that he'll probably get by this 4 car eventually. Knowing he has the fresh. Uh-oh. Oh!
That was,
That was
almost
close.
bad.
That was about to be bad there. Good save by the 61 of Das Mythic. Tate's still hanging strong with those old tires, though. Uh-oh. Bobby Jones out of the groove. Oh, this ain't that show. But
Stuck the wall.
he's still got it for 3 wide down the back. Still going. Everybody's clean.
Oh, 4's in the fence. Oh, gonna get off of it.
He's off it, and
Row
he's
moment.
still green. Still clean. And this is all Zach Rogers wants to see at the moment. Seeing them all battle back there. Racing each other hard. Oh, about had.
Wow.
About
They're
got.
pinching each other.
Yep. Those 2 came close back there, Mr. Joshua Clements and Dan Smith.
The
Oh!
4
Tate!
in the wall. He saved it.
He saved it. Still
Keep going.
going. Still going. Great job by Rose back there to check up in time and not hit the 4 of Tate that was about to lose it off of turn 2. And as I said, Rogers is loving what he's seen in his mirror right now. Take a look back here. Looks like Mr. Ryan Palmer's looking to make a move right now on Zachary Bilson, trying to set him up at the moment. I think Mr. Bobby Jones is also trying to set up on Mr. Palmer here. Lots of battles going on through the field. Lots of
Oh,
people.
we got a car in the wall. It's Brian Palmer. Got loose off of 4 and smacked the inside wall. We stay green.
He's still good. He's hanging it on the inside though. He's got the preferred.
he hit
Oh,
the apron.
careful.
Hits it up the track.
Careful, fellas. Rose hits an out of the groove. Not that show, but out of the actual groove. Still
No
keeps
air
it straight,
defense
though.
if you're the Miami
No
Kansas
e-
fan.
No E stepped out of here. Yeah, you heard me. But Zach
Daniel
Rogers.
Rivera's reason for retirement. Hungry. Thank you, David Alvarez. Hungry.
I believe it. What a fatty. We got a side-by-side battle here for 9th place, I believe it is. Rose Henson versus Taylor Stallworthy. Looks like Rose is edging out in front right now. Steve Radis looking to set him up also. And Ryan Palmer's trying to make his charge back through the field. Trying to look back into the top 10 here. Rose gets the spot. Taylor falls back in line, and Rada is looking to make a move here.
God.
I swear, man, I swear, I'm trying my best. But
Approaching the last traffic of Tom Musa, who spun. I don't think he pitted.
looks like he's trying to take it easy around here. Pray for a caution, but he's still going.
Jelani Howell in the chat is Jerry Cook.
Yeah, that's me. Hello, Jelani. Oh, they about made contact there. The 84 and the 47 about had a bumper-to-bumper situation off into turn 1 there. They still kept it going. I don't think they ever made contact, but they got really close. I'll tell you that much. Again, Zach Rogers leading the way here in Atlanta. Das Mythic is looking to set him up possibly. I think he's got the pace to do it. I really do think Das Mythic's got the pace here to possibly get around Zach.
Yeah, he's on a different line. Looks like he's diving in the corner trying to prioritize his exit as Tom Musa lets the leaders by.
He's going to stay on the bottom side here and let the leaders have the top lane into the corner. Oh, careful. Careful, fellas. He's still got it. He's still holding strong there on the bottom. Gets out of everybody's way. These top 5 have made it through. They're all single file, I think. Oh, well, I didn't even realize that. Look, Bobby Jones made his way back up to 3rd. He's looking for 2nd here off the corner. He's got his eyes set on 1st place here. He's got his eyes set on that, possibly the championship lead after this one. But maybe it's still too early to look into the season. Maybe it's all about wins at the moment. That's what I would be envisioning.
Boy, they're racing hard for 2nd right now. Mythic and Jones.
He's giving him a run for his money here, but he's got him cleared. He's going to slide up the track into his lane. Clear all around. Up to 2nd goes Bobby Jones. He got his eyes set on Zach Rogers now. Zach's starting to build up a gap. He's got himself about a 1 second lead to Mr. Bobby Jones there in 2nd. So we look back through the pack. Looks like everybody's single file out here. And there's looks like maybe a slight battle here. Maybe a little slight battle here for 16th, I believe that is. Mr. Tyler Stallhood and Ethan Nichols. Nichols going to dive to the bottom. Clear all around. Up into the top lane he goes. Look.
Side by side for 4th here with Zachary Bilson and Dawson Mythic. I think Mythic's kind of used up his stuff. Tires are a bit worn on that 61 Subaru WRX. We have a lot of Subarus for some reason. As we go down into turn 1.
Oh, runs him up the track a bit. It's not giving him the very bottom, but he's going to knock him up the track, get him a little bit out of the groove. Oh, who was that in the back? That looked like Ryan Palmer on the apron there off the turn 2. But keeps it going. And look who's starting to catch the leaders. It is Mr. Bobby Jones closing up on Zach Rogers here. He's cut that lead down to about 4/10, I would say. I think that's about 4/10. The ticker hasn't updated yet, so I can't tell you the exact.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was about right. 4/10. Looks like everybody's single filed out here. As there's a plane flying above my house as we speak. Please do not disrupt the mic. Thank you.
You know, see Ray's Energy on the hood of that car. Corey LaJoy was sponsored by Ray's Energy in real life Atlanta last year before he got Chase Ellioted. So,
Ouch.
can he avoid the Mickey Mouse magic today? And can he score a win with Zach Rogers? It looks like they might as well be able to as Bobby Jones gets in the wall off of 4 there.
Slight contact with the wall there. Still going. He's still chugging along. All he needs really is just get up to Zach Rogers, then try to calm down a bit, and he can probably relax from then. I think these guys still got a green flag pit stop left here. We are about halfway through this race. And as we look through the field once more.
4 cars on pit road.
4 car, you say? Oh, he's up in the wall.
No, Tate Dorsey's on pit road.
Oh. Tom Moose's car shows a a visible 4 on the side.
Yeah,
But
there are like 2 4s in here.
yeah, okay. I
You
see
know
where
what,
we
David? I
messed up.
won't cry about it.
Honestly, Dave, we'll cry about it.
I'm Chase Elliott's strongest hater.
I will say though, what Tartarella did say in the chat, this is some good racing.
It is great racing. Phil
Mhm.
Vickers reporting the field runs about 30 laps as the 07's on pit road, slid through his box, trying to get everything sorted out here. Bryson Miller,
Makes it
ran
to
like
his
Clint
box.
Boyer, Clint Earnhardt.
I didn't know they let Clint's son, would that be Clint's son or would that be Earnhardt's?
Oh, I got a caution.
Uh-oh.
It's got a wreck in 4.
Uh-oh.
It is.
Oh!
Late hit.
Uh-oh.
Zachary
Oh!
Wilson, Joshua Clemens.
Oh no!
Carl Seidel on pit road. Look out.
Watch out, fellas. Watch out.
Taylor Stallworthy's in it. Ethan
Big
Nichols, Zachary
crash.
Bilson, and Greg Irwin. Terrible crash here in Atlanta.
Let's get an instant replay up here as fast as possible because I kind of want to see how this pit stops go.
Crash. Keep your fingers crossed, folks. That was bad.
Got the instant replay up here. And a bump from Joshua Clements sends the 47 around.
Oh, hard hit.
47 is going to slide down the track. Oh! A hit from Irwin, and then Stallworthy comes on in, and then he gets T-boned. Big crash there. Let's get a view of from Mr. Stallworthy's car. See what he saw. This is all the way back off into turn 3. The wreck is all the way up there. Starts to slow down a bit. Can't slow down enough for that one, and then pow. Well, vicious hit, should I say. Vicious hit for Mr. Stallworthy.
Just a bad crash, and these are concrete walls, so when you hit them, they're gonna hurt. So
Let's come back to our live feed here. Looks like pit stops have already been commenced and complete. Zach Rogers wins the race off pit road, it seems like, and I believe Stallworthy and who is that? I can't read. Oh, that's Ethan Nichols. Stallworthy and Nichols, I believe, are going to the back. I believe Nichols was the one that nailed Stallworthy. Big trouble.
Tell you what, Stallworthy's still going.
He's
That car is gonna finish.
that thing's a tank, man.
And build them tough.
It's just them next gen chassis, man. They're built to take a lot more. And probably 7
Maybe
more.
too much more.
Yeah,
See if Kurt Busch and
7
Alex
concussions, 4 deaths. Which looks like a lot of people. Mr. Stallhood seems to have slid through his box. Let's get a.
I have no idea how they're changing the left side tires because the proximity of the car to the pit wall
Doesn't
is
make sense. It's
physically impossible.
right, especially on Bobby Jones' stop earlier. You saw how close he was to that
Yeah.
pit wall. He really shouldn't have been able to change his left sides there, but the game allowed him to. So in the end, I ain't complaining. But Mr. Tom Musa seems to be a first car lap down from what the ticker shows. So I believe he will be the lucky dog here, if I'm correct. And Bryson Miller is playing games with the pace car as we speak. Which I believe he'll be staying out for the wave round here, actually. If he is a lap down. Is he not? Okay, I'm lost. Oh, there he is on the board, all the way down to 19. Sorry, I can't read, guys. He is a lap down. I think he might be staying out here for the wave round. Greg Irwin, who is the leader via staying out, I believe he is going to pit here. Yep, him and Bryson are going down pit road. So Bryson surrenders his chance of a wave around here, which leaves the field in the hands of Mr. Zach Rogers. Das Mythic in second, and that is the number 2 of Robert Cubat, all the way back at third. Rose Hinson's made her way up to 4th here, and the lights are out on the pace car. It is 1-2 green. Oh! Slight contact on pit road. Tom Musa and Bryson Miller there made slight contact, but no harm, no foul. They're still good. And Mr. Philbrick, you were correct on that one. That is most certainly a great, what's the word? Reference, I guess you could say, of how tough these next-gen cars are. On moderate damage, of all things, by the way. And also, thank you for giving us a proper definition of the '07 car. It is the Clint Intimidator.
Yes, sir.
That's a good one. I am not gonna lie. That's a good one.
Just about halfway in this race, so
Yep.
starting to set up the run to the finish here.
Still got another 50 or 49 laps, should I say? Another 49 laps here once they cross the line. Pace car dives on the pit road, leads the field in the hands of Mr. Zach Rogers. Das Smith on his outside. And Mr. Kubat's maybe going to look for the lead here. And we are green, green, green.
Oh, spun the tires.
Spun the tires there, but it's 61. He's good. Everybody's fine. And we're already seeing 3 wide a bit in the middle of the pack there.
Oh! The wall.
Vicious
Terrible
crash. Oh, Lord. Oh, big wreck.
They're piling up on the backstretch. A terrible crash here at Atlanta. Oh,
Vicious
my
hit.
God.
That was a big crash off of 2 there. Zach Rogers is going to be taking the caution here. Has the lead. Let's go get a replay of that one. That was a wild one.
Oh, get the tarps out for that one. That was bad. That was really, really bad.
Instant replay up for you guys. Gets loose. Oh! Oh, no. Oh. That was bad. Oh.
Right at the Winston Cup sign. Oh.
Well, if there's one thing we can be thankful for, Kiani, it's that nobody hit that wall in the middle of the back.
No, not yet at least. Good Lord, though, that was awful. That was so sudden. It just got loose, got the apron on the wing chute, up the hill it went, and down.
On board with Steve Rada here. Just sees that right in front of him. Oh, he tried to get down. There was a car already there. Big trouble. Not a lot of damage it looks like for him, but any damage is bad damage. Alright, let's go on board with Mr. Tom Musa here. Red cap is in front. Checks up, checks up, checks up. Oh! Had to swerve to avoid the Clint Intimidator there on the high side. Well, again, seems like another case of non-live damage. Alright, let's cut back to the live feed here. See what's going on the back. I forgot to hit spacebar again. Oopsie daisy. They went only 1 lap there. I don't think a lot of people were making pit stops there.
No.
Figured not. But seems like the condition on Mr. Kubat, I believe he is out of this race.
It's loaded up in a damn ambulance. That's all I can say right now. That was awful.
That
was really, really bad.
Ain't that the truth? And to all 24 viewers that are watching this, I want to thank y'all just for watching this. You know, honestly, I didn't think this would be going great. I didn't think we would get this many, but 24 is a lot, I gotta say. Lights are still on the pace car. I think we can go take another look at that wreck off of turn 2. Instant replay of another camera POV here. You can see him barely get loose. Oh! Rose Henson made contact and spun. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Ooh. Zachary Bilson, what an avoidance. Holy crap.
Yeah, split the middle. That was impressive.
Let's go get on board of that. I kind of want to go see that. on board with Wilson here. Woo-hoo-hoo. It doesn't get any luckier than that. Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Oh. Coming back to our live feed, y'all just happened to miss a wreck. There was a wreck in the caution there.
There was?
Yep.
Oh.
47 and the 84 there, wrecked off of 4.
Jimmy Johnson! Oh.
Let's take a...
Oh, it looks like the 84 just spun the tires and bounced off the 47
Oh.
and spun.
Oh, big trouble.
That's a bit embarrassing.
I'm
I'd be embarrassed of that one, but
I cannot help but say I know his pain.
yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I have done the exact same thing.
And
He's retired from the race.
that
It
was
is over.
that was
Oh, he looks like got parked, caused 2 incidents.
oh. Oh, that's a shame.
Oh,
Wait.
I feel your pain, Josh McClemens. I feel your pain.
Feel bad for Josh. He was doing really good, running consistent top 5 there. It's a shame he got parked, but it is what it is. Well, if we look back up to our what's going on up front, the pace car is literally, as we speak, making a hard left on the pit road with the field in the hands of Mr. Rogers here off of turn 4. Here he comes to the restart zone, and green, 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 and only because Zach told me to do this. Zach, you're probably gonna
Yeah.
anyway.
These guys practice race practice, which don't.
Oh, big trouble. Oh, what a save! Woo! What a save by Ryan Palmer. Oh my goodness.
Before Ryan Palmer
All right.
almost died. Oh, he's still not out of it yet.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna hold off. He's loose. He's
Oh.
loose. He's loose. He's spinning.
There it goes.
Hard in the wall.
Hard into the wall.
Caution's out. Oh, how did Greg Irwin miss him? Oh.
Well, luckily, nobody else seems to have been hit by him there. All clean, all clean, all clean. Well,
Wild turn of events for Mr. Ryan Palmer.
I think we're going to have to go all the way back to the restart itself to get a whole idea of what all happened there from Mr. Palmer. On board with him into turn 1. Oh, there it goes. Ooh, saved it. Oh, there's a car to the outside. He saves that. He gets it straight in the 3. Oh, loses it again. Save it. Oh, he ain't saving it that time.
Yeah, this is bad. Series events. This is running caution. I guess I'll use this to announce it. If anyone plays iRacing, they accidentally took the limiter off the ARCA cars and now they're unrestricted. So
So you're telling
when
me?
you patch it, go drive those things.
Yeah.
Because they make a lot of power when they're not restricted.
So you're telling me they're reaching speeds of what now? 240?
Well, no, restricted as in like, you know how like they're basically like the old Bush motors, but with the carburetor on them, tapered spacer on them, and like they make like 500 horsepower. Those things make it like 700 normally. Apparently they took them off
Oh.
by accident. So go on iRacing right now after this race. Take those for a spin, because that sounds really fun. I'm gonna take.
It does sound fun. I'm not gonna lie. I've always wondered what it would drive like with higher horsepower.
Yeah, yeah. They said they couldn't do it. They couldn't like bring it up to like 900 because stuff would start breaking. But it used to be the nationwide car, and they did have it unrestricted, and it was making like 650, 700 horsepower. So.
You know, this is a terrible time to start getting the case of hiccups. Out of all times, all the days, it had to be now. But we're about halfway through. We're a bit over halfway through, should I say? About over halfway through with this race. And be sure to stick around after the race. We are going to be interviewing the top 3 winners. Yeah, they're all winners in my book. Yep. But yeah, we're going to be interviewing the top 3 finishers for this race. whoever those may be. I'm gonna ask him a few questions about how the race was for them.
Okay, they are going 190 to start finish line in Vegas. No, they literally put a cup motor in them, I'm pretty sure.
Oh my!
They're going 196 in the turn 1 in Vegas in an
Woo!
ARCA car.
I'm curious how fast they go at Michigan. Then, honestly, you think they'll be reaching 210?
Maybe.
I think they will. Also, lights are still in the pace car. Hey. Long yellows, man. Long yellows. I'm sorry, but I gotta say it. These yellows are long. I'm sure me, like everybody else, want to get back to the action, but gotta let the safety crew do their thing. Clean up the track a bit. And make sure that that there is no oil wherever, what's his face? Shoot, who was it? Oh yeah, Ryan Palmer. Make sure there was no oil for wherever Ryan Palmer drove, because for that first lap, he was literally loose everywhere he drove. He might be dropping fluid for all we know. Lights are out on the pace car. And there's a bunch of takers on pit road. Greg Irwin. Tate, I said Tate. I'm sorry, Tate. Taylor Stottsworthy. Bryson Miller, the Clint Intimidator. I am going to call him that for now on. Then also in the back there, oh, Tom Musa, speeding off pit road, taking it to the back penalty, I believe.
I have never heard an ARCA car rev this high on iRacing. I'm gonna have to try this out after this. It is literally going to 9,000.
Oh, what? Is it really?
Yes, it is. It is unrestricted.
Oh,
it hit it hit. The reports are saying it hit. Let's see, 200 Auto Club front stretch default setup.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, we are cooking tonight, boys. Yeah, after this broadcast is over, if you have iRacing, go try out the ARCA car. Oh, I can't say that. They screwed it.
What a save, what a save, what a save, what a save.
What
Chat,
a save.
disable
That's
for
so
5
good.
seconds.
That's so good. Yeah.
Alright.
What a save. Here
Be
we
sure,
go.
going back green here, be sure to tune into Kiati's stream, which is not happening after this race. Green flag is back in the air.
Got around 39 laps to go.
Everybody gets off clean on the start here. Still green into 1. Why did I say still green? I don't know. But Das Mythic seems to be falling into 2nd here. Bobby Jones hanging in 3rd there. Tell you what, for the first 60 laps of this race, Zach Rogers seems to have covered them off everywhere they go. He has been out front for most of this thing. I think he's already locked up most laps led. But everywhere they seem to want to try to get around Rogers, it seems like he has them covered off. Speaking of which, Das Mythic is making... Uh-oh! Oh, we got a car in the wall back there.
Contact racing for the lead. Stay green. It looks like Brent Ware is off the pace.
Brent Ware got on the wall there off 2, still green. Uh-oh, Zach Rogers.
Oh!
Oh!
There goes Bobby Jones making it a 3-man affair. Good racing here in Atlanta for the lead.
Das Smith makes his appearance. Up to the lead now. And now it's up to these two to fight for 2nd. Bobby Jones maybe looking to the inside here on Zach Rogers down the back. Thinks better of it. Hots back in line. And Derek Schauer is actually making his presence known to these guys, actually. He's not too far off of them. He's actually hanging with them. These top 3, though, these guys have been fast all day. I'll tell you what. These guys have been out front all day long. Fast all day long. The furthest I've seen them fall back was Bobby Jones back in 7th. After that, that was only because he got into the wall a bit, and he charged his way back up to 3rd after all that. But Derek Schauer is looking to become part of this little group of 3 and make it a squad of 4. That is not a Fortnite reference. You can shut up now. And we got a 2x2 battle into turn 1. Steve Rada versus Rose Henson. Rose sends it. Woo! Still hanging tight off the 2. Rose is going to get clear here off 4. Has the momentum on the high side. Clear, clear, clear all around. Up to 5th place goes Rose Henson. Maybe she can charge down these leaders, but Dan Smith starting to run away from these guys, actually.
I wonder the guys behind Mythic are saving their stuff right now.
I'm thinking that also. They're probably saving their stuff. Thinking about better in the later runs of the race. It's only 30 to go. There's still plenty of time left in this race.
You can tell Mythic's already washing up off the corners, looking like Jerry Cook in a melon car race.
Oh,
you know?
hush you. Is this the part where we start arguing? Is this the part where we start arguing and then we watch somebody fly the fence?
Start arguing. Burn tires merchant Jerry Cook. As you can see, Mythic washing up.
I don't want to hear it from -1 on the. Is caution out?
I have not been officially suspended. So
officially.
take that as you will. I don't know if
What does that red score say? What does that red score say? What does that red score say?
I am about to get suspended. I feel like I'm just waiting for the announcement.
I wonder what Tyler told me in a VC a couple days ago about a certain somebody hitting the limit and is going to be suspended next week.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who that was.
I wonder who they're talking about.
Fella. He's so clean.
Sure. Uh-oh, watch out! Oh!
The idiot and Derek Shower, they almost died while we were arguing. It almost came true. The prophecy almost became fact. So go down to turn 1.
Still clean between the two, but they're side by side. Oh, Shower's washing up. Still got it. But yeah, I'm agreeing with you on this. Well, as I was about to say, is that Rogers looking for the lead? I think Rogers is going to be taking care of his stuff here. I don't think Dan Smith is taking care of his stuff, though. I think he's trying to get all he can out of it at the current moment. We look back through the pit. It's actually a hornet's nest back here. You should go take a look at this. These guys are all still grouped up together. This is 6th on back.
Got a warper in the middle of it too, which makes it even more interesting. Got like 10 cars under a blanket almost.
Hopefully the very best of those cars don't take each other out again. Oh, we got a battle for second here. Bobby Jones is looking under Dan Smith. Hang on just a second. I need to go look at something. Hopefully you're willing to commentate a bit, but I need to look at something.
All right, we're at Atlanta. They're racing. I have no control over the cameras, so
you just call it out and I'll go to it.
And yeah.
Oh, we got a car on the wall. All right, I'm good now.
What is going on in turns 1 and 2?
Oh,
they are all over each other back here.
They really are. They really are all over each other back there. I really do think. What do you think? We're gonna see caution here soon?
Yeah, no. I think they still got a few more wrecks in them.
Oh,
like right there! I call it 68 hard in the wall. I like they saved it, kind of. Oh, never mind. Okay, they did save it still.
They did save it, but caution is out there. Pace cars. As I say, do you think we're gonna get any more cautions?
Yeah, they are not done wrecking.
They are not done wrecking. But we're gonna go get an instant replay on that one. Let's run that back. Take a look at Mr. Ken Squire's POV. Heading to turn 3. Irwin gets in the back of the 68 Noah DeVerne. Turns him sideways. They both save it. They did both save it. Slight contact afterwards, but they did keep it straight. Let's go look at it from Irwin's POV. Just slight contact there. Sends him around. That's all it takes. Just a tiny, tiny little tap. Let's cut back to our live feed here. Looking back at pit road. Bobby Jones is right against that wall. Zach Rogers wins the race off pit road. Oh, that was a close race for second. We're going to have to wait a minute to figure that one out. Everybody else makes their way off pit road cleanly. Telling you, man, this narrow pit road, I'm telling you, it is playing a factor.
Yep.
Go back up front. Greg Irwin stays out, gets another lap led. Tate Dorsey also stays out. I believe he is going out for the lucky dog. Yes, he is. He is the first car lap down, which is 2 down, actually.
I have the power to type in chat and yell and tell the drivers to make it entertaining. We need something for the broadcast.
I can't help but think of that one clip from Moon Car, where dude just
We're
comes.
racing like pussies.
Thank you.
They all ran.
Oh, they took it. Oh, they took it a bit too seriously. Uh-oh.
I love that clip.
I love it so much. I have that saved. Thank God. But you know, sometimes I wish I had the power of that, but we don't. We're just people
Yeah, I wish I
just
don't
streaming.
have a global whisper. Actually, you know, give me admin in this Discord. Or not Discord, TeamSpeak. I can global whisper. Just say quit racing like pussy.
That's exactly what we need. Which, funny enough, I would say, let's not say that. It's probably would have better. It's like at the moment, Tom Musa leads the way. I believe he is staying out for a lap led, which I believe he got last time by. So I believe he'll be diving it into the pit road this time by. There he goes, dives to the apron. Lays it back in the hands of Mr. Bobby Jones and Zach Rogers. And to complete my sentence from earlier about Zach, because Zach told me to, Zach, you're probably going to lose this. You're bad. That is all. And I believe, yep, lights are out on the pace car. 1 to green. Alright. Alright, Kiani, we're coming down to the end of it. We got about, what, about a 25 lap run to the finish. Who you got?
Rogers is strong. I think Bobby has just the finesse to overpower Rogers for the win here.
I can't help but actually I can't help but agree with that, because I think Bobby's been hiding his cards. I think he's still got something up his sleeve. I don't know about you, but Rogers is a good driver, but I think Bobby's got him covered here. We'll just have to wait and see, though. See how this goes. Also, Jaden, I see you streaming the stream from the server. Hi. Alright, coming off of turn 4 here, we come and take the green. Once again, Zach Rogers, Bobby Jones on the front row here. These two have been leading the way all day. Zach Rogers seems to be the more dominant car. Green flag is back in the air. And once these guys complete this first lap, I got a question for you, Kiani. I'm sure you can't wait to hear it.
What is it?
We'll have to just see if anything happens here first before we try to ask that question, because I do not want this question to be forgotten. Still clean through the back straight, single filed out. We got a little battle here for about 5th place, I think that is. That is Steve Radiff versus Zachary Bilson. Alright, they made it through turn 4. Let's ask the question. So, Jaden asked in the YouTube chat, who will win in the fight, Kiani or Jerry? Now, Kiani, with total bias in your hand, who do you think?
I'd kick your fucking. Oh, no, never mind. I'd kick your behind.
Yeah, you're just gonna squish me. You're just gonna jump on me, fatty.
Actually, no.
Fatty.
I have I'm not a fatty. I'm
Fatty.
big boned. I have the muscles. I have the height advantage. I mean, how tall are you?
I think I'm like 5'8", 5'9".
You are getting crumpled like a piece of paper and thrown in the trash.
Oh,
Big move down the back.
Steve Rada got loose off turn 2. About hit Bilson. These two are still side by side. About 2 laps later. But I think Rada's going to get the lead. Not the lead. The spot here. Yep, there he goes. Up to 50 goes. And once again, Das Mythic, once again to the lead early into the restart. Now, it's definitely going to play into their hands here at the end of this if they happen to have a late race restart. But Rogers is keeping up with them. They are clearly showing that they have the better pace over Mythic. Side by side for a lead here off of turn 2. Mythic's holding strong. They're riding each other's door. Oh my goodness. Pinching. Still 20 to go, fellas. They're racing like it's 5. Ooh. That was scary. Came close there. Turn 1. And Rogers is about to complete the pass, but Mythic's power around the outside. Still putting up a fight. This is not good for either one's tires, and Bobby Jones is loving what he sees in front of him.
He is licking his chops right now.
Mm-hmm. He's letting them battle it out. He's like, you know what? You guys can go ahead and do that. I'll just keep my tires clean back here, keep them safe, keep them fresh, do all that stuff. But still, power around the outside, trying their best to keep the lead is Das Mythic. Into turn 3. Neither wants to surrender the lead here. Oh, Rogers got the nose into turn 1 though. He's got about 5th place back here also, but I think this battle right here is more important. Oh, car's washing up the hill. Not clear, Rogers. Still power around the outside. And I believe finally, finally, Mythic has to concede the lead to Rogers.
Still fighting back on the outside or trying to.
Still trying. I don't think it'll happen though. At this point, the only chance that Mythic's got is to fight on the inside, which he's gonna go ahead and try. Here he comes. There's Shower making a move for third bat there also. Oh, that was close.
Almost contact.
Oh,
almost contact.
Almost contact bat there.
Shower
Almost contact up
sliding
here.
on Bobby Jones, side by side.
Hard racing now all over the place. All of a sudden, it's like a ticking time bomb. Once one goes off, they all go off.
Looms.
What?
That
Hey.
wall claim another victim.
Hey, wait a minute. But
Oh, 61 backed off there.
finally,
Oh, caution is out. Brett
Oh.
Ware is involved and Bryce
oh,
Miller.
big crash. Oh, they killed the Clint Intimidator. Oh no, big trouble. All right, let's go get a replay on that one. Get a replay. Oh, Brent Ware just loses into 1. Oh!
Oh my God!
Hard crash off of 2. Oh my
Terrible
goodness.
Crash. They didn't red flag this race. Cash fence is damaged. Some dude in the camper just got the souvenir of his life. Terrible.
Poor Bryson Miller, he had
awful
nowhere to
wreck.
go in all that.
Both cars upside down.
Get a POV of Brent Ware into turn 1. Loses it. And Bryson Miller nowhere else to go but the high side into the wall, but did not make it. Has to get squeezed there. Just sends his car up and over.
Here comes the pit stops, the money stops.
Gonna quickly cut back to our live feed here. Zach Rogers leads him into pit road. Bobby Jones, a little ways back than normally. Oh, I think that's
How are they, sir?
I think that's the closest he's been to the wall today. We'll see how this goes.
Oh, the Shower took 2 tires, 2 red side tires.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Gambling here.
Oh, and So did Nichols.
Show
So did
your hand.
Palmer. Oh, they'll be way back
Oh!
in the field. The official just got ran over.
Yeah, Bobby Jones, Dan Smith made contact off pit road there. But the gamble by Derek Schauer, take 2 right side tires. You think that's going to work out for him?
It might. It might. He'll have a lot of cars also on 2 tires behind him, which is the 88 and the 26 who are going to run a blocker.
What's a shame with that is the fact that the only reference of how that went is the man that's leading now, Tate Dorsey, staying out. The last that one caution a while back, he did stay on that one, and he did hold the lead for a good bit. He did hold it for about a lap, I would say. And he's going to speed down pit road. I believe he is our he is our lucky dog. Mr. Tate Dorsey's going to get the lucky dog here. He will be back on the lead lap on the restart. Derek Schauer, 2 right side tires. Did Ryan Palmer take right sides only? And Ethan Nichols? They're all 3.
26 and 88-0 took red sides only.
All right, so now Rogers got a little crowd in front of him, trying to get through all them. So I'm curious how this would go out. Philbrick, if you're still here, do you think you can answer this one little question that we have? Is there any overtimes, restarts, or anything like that? Or can it end under caution? Hopefully he's still here. If he's not, we're done for.
No overtime.
No overtime. All right. So, if that's the case, yeah, I don't blame y'all. It's a bit weird to do all that. I'm not gonna lie, but no overtimes. This race can end under caution. So, honestly, if Derek Schauer can win the race back, which by the way we are at 10 to go now, so. And lights around the pace cars, so now it'll be race back to the line for these cautions. So if Derek Schauer can get lucky with these cautions, he might have the winning strategy here for all you know. Because the race can end at the caution, he can be out in front. Perfect timing for him. We'll see how this goes though. I'm curious. All right.
We got 10 laps to settle it. Well, say your prayers, eat your vitamins. This is going to be wild.
All right. So, Mr. Derek Schauer is going to lead back to the green here. No, what's his face on his outside? Ryan Palmer, and he does not get a good restart.
Boy.
Ryan Palmer to the lead into turn 1. Zach Rogers is loving this in front of him. He's got a clear sight in front of him. He might take it 3 wide here. Nope. Thinks better of it. Dives to the inside. Derek Schauer to the lead. He's got Rogers with 4 fresh tires. Oh, and he's looking 3 wide. Rogers to the bottom, 3 wide for the lead. Here they come. It's turn number 3. Schauer washes up the track. And off goes Rogers and Dan Smith to first and second.
Gamble didn't work out.
It did not work out for any of the top 3, actually. Ethan Nichols falls back to about 7th place back there. That is 6th, actually. I cannot count. So, now that's out of the way. Now, Bobby Jones is going to find his way around Mr. Derek Schauer here, if he wants any chance at this. Palmer's still looking, actually. I think he might have the pace to actually get back up there. Now, the Rogers and them, no. Maybe up to 3rd, though.
Bobby's
Possible.
got to get around Shower and fast. He wants any shot at the win, but Shower's holding him up.
He might get a run off of 2 here. It's looking. The Shower protects the inside. Bobby's forced to go outside. We'll see how those 2 tires can hold up against 4 tires on the outside. It did not hold up at all, did it?
No, I was gonna say the answer is no.
Not even close. Actually, he's got a nose there into turn 1. I stuttering horribly. Steve Rad is making his appearance late into this race. We are at. Uh oh. 3 wide there in the back. 6th place, I believe that is.
That 43 is upside down.
Oh!
That's the shot.
Around the
That
outside
43
goes
was
the
upside down,
43
it's
car
contending.
Taylor Stosworthy. Been upside down this race, and he's still fighting for a top 5 here. Oh my goodness. Zach Rogers checked out and left the building. No contest, it seems like, at the moment for Mr. Rogers, but if we get another yellow here, I'm curious how this will play out.
Wow, Irwin drove up on the outside.
Woo!
Well, watch out off of 4 here, they're bobbling.
2x2 into turn 1. Believe this is for 6th place? No, 8th place. This is for 8th. Oh! 3 wide.
On the apron almost.
Tate Dorsey trying to fight his way back through the field. Pit a lap later than everybody else, leading to this going. We are down to 5 to go, I believe that is, if I can count correctly. Yes, it's 5 to go. Now it's 4 to go. Once again, Zach Rogers building the gap down to 2nd place of Naismith. Bobby Jones gonna try to make a late charge up to 2nd place, but I think 1st it's out of range for him. Oh! Tate Dorsey sideways. He saves it. Keeps it out of the
Check
way,
out the
everybody.
3 wide underneath.
Gets out of the way. Ethan Nichols looking to make it 3 on the bottom. Has the nose there, but he backs out, thinks better of it. Uh-oh. Oh, that ain't gonna work, boys. Oh! How close does it get?
Oh my god, the Grissom wall is right there, boys. Be careful.
Careful, fellas, careful. Oh. Rose Hinson making
Oh,
a...
Jones right in the wall. Take a look at what he did. Digging hard.
Hey, man,
Probably-
you gotta do what you gotta do. 2 to go here. Once again, I don't think Rogers got anybody challenging him for this one. I think he's just gonna drive away from this one. Build about a 5-second.
Oh, contact between
Uh-oh.
the 43 and the 88.
They keep it
88
straight.
gets doored up the track.
And white flag. One more lap to go here for Mr. Rogers into turn number 1.
It's been complete another domination for him today. Long-standing rivalry between the Subaru WRX and the Mitsubishi Lancer Revolution. Looks like Mitsubishi's gonna one up their rivals today in the manufacturers department. Comes to turns 3 and 4.
Onto the front straightaway, here they come. Zach Rogers wins at Atlanta 97. Good win, Mr. Rogers.
Racing all the way down to the line.
And almost 3 abreast there on the front. Might get an instant replay there of the battle. But for the time being, we're going to keep an eye on Mr. Rogers. 61's coming up there to congratulate him. Can't blame him. There's also Mr. Bobby Jones. I'll tell you what. Out of all that, I will say that was a good way to end it off. Little green flag run to the finish there.
Yeah.
And I will say, someone that did impress me today, finished 5th place. Rose Hinson brings it home in 5th. Taylor Stosworthy, after flipping, by the way, brings it home 6th. I think he should get the. I think he should get a little medal or something for bringing the thing home after flipping, of all things. But
Yeah, that was an impressive run.
Especially after charging the thing on the high side 3 wide. going for fifth. But and all in all, Zach Rogers brings it home. First place, wins the thing. And we'll be right back here shortly for our interviews. And we'll get the results on your screen momentarily. If you guys could give us a quick moment here to put the actual results on the screen. As y'all can see, I am a professional at this. We'll just do that for the time being. Alrighty. Where's TeamSpeak? There it is. Alright. So we're going to drag Zach Rogers in here. Get a little interview with him.
User was moved to your channel.
Mr. Rogers, do you got a copy?
Was good.
Hey, congrats on the win. First things first, I gotta say, that was a pretty good drive by you at the end there. We figured you might come out on top at the end of it all, but we figured there was still going to be a challenge there at the end. What was your plan there at the end of it all?
Well, with the 10-lap shootout, it was balls to the wall at the end there. Wasn't in a good spot there in fourth behind 3 people on 2. Thought I was potentially going to be a goner there because Apollo got a really good restart, aka DOS got a really good restart, and he was going 3 wide on the bottom, but he had to check up, and then I could have stayed behind the 26 there, but I noticed there was a gap behind Derek, so I lifted a little bit, got behind Derek, and then once I got by Derek, I was just like, I got a haul. So just had to make sure to arc the corners as wide as you could and make sure not to get tight and not overdrive the corner once the tires started to wear that little bit, because that was key there. I think I watched Apollo go in a little too hot and too early one corner and clip the apron, and then I knew I just had to hit my marks at that point.
10-4 on that. I gotta ask though, was tire wear a main concern today, like per usual in Atlanta, or did you mostly focus on your pace overall?
Yeah, no, tire wear was definitely a concern, especially with the way this track was set up. due to the tire pressures of the setup and the tire heat number in the INI.
Mm-hmm.
Once you got about 22 laps, 2/3 of the way into the run, the right side tires would dip below 190 degrees, and they were practically at half wear. So what that did is it made it double tight. So I went from, I think, 170, 172 during my run in practice, straight down to like 163, because it just got so tight due to wear and lack of heat in the tires. So I knew if we went long, saving my tires early was going to be the way to go, because then I would be able to push the right front at the end of the run.
Gotcha. Kiana, you got anything to ask for him?
What was did you think that out of all like the top three, who do you think held the biggest challenge for you there at the end, or just throughout the whole race?
Bobby definitely had the biggest challenge, I think, throughout. Like, if we had gone a full run, I think Bobby would have been there with me. Short run though, Das was definitely the one, because they were just going as hard as they could, because I think they knew that they were going to be a short run chance to win this race. And they did a phenomenal job, in my opinion. I definitely didn't want to enter some of those corners as hard as I did before we got to those last 10 laps.
Mm-hmm.
So it was definitely a, bit of defensive driving there to like go into one corner a little harder than I wanted to, just to make sure that he didn't get to my outside, because as you saw on that one run, it was constant side by side, I think, for like 5 laps there.
Yep. But before we let you go, Zach, is there anybody you want to just give a shout out to or say thanks to?
Thank all the admins of the league, Greg, Thomas, Ryan, Robert, Bobby, Derek, I guess, for clearing black flags, even though I haven't gotten any this season. Shout out Jovan Anderson for being the biggest goober of all time.
Ain't that the truth?
I doubt he'll even watch this broadcast, but he's a goober. So thank you guys for the broadcast. It was a pleasant surprise to hear about this. I think it was early this morning I found out. So was happy about that. Got to thank my wheel. These new pedals I got about 3-4 weeks ago now. My computer, my headset, the bottle of Kentucky bourbon ale that I drank during practice, that may or may not had me praying for the race to end with 50 to go, because I kind of got to go to the bathroom. So, it's no fun when, I've been working 10-hour shifts recently at my job, so I'm not getting a lot of sleep too. So it's no fun when you're sitting here at 40 to go, you're tired, you got to hit the bathroom.
I felt that.
Just like the ability to stay mentally focused was definitely draining. And then there at the end, you think it wasn't going to be a big deal if I ended up second tonight. But when Das was right behind me there at 8 to go, my heart was pounding through my chest. So all 3 of those things combined, I was just like, we got to go. Give me to that 4 to go, because if we had hit, I knew if we hit 4 to go, if a caution came out, the race would be over. So
praying for a caution didn't come, but in the end of it all, you still came out on top under all the pressure.
yeah, I'm looking at your stat sheet here, and 65 laps led.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, very fun race. This is a lot of fun racing at this league. This is pretty much my only weekly racer right now.
All right then.
Oh, and 2 for 3 on Tuesdays so far.
Well, almost kept that streak alive. You were 1 away, but in the end of it all, you still come out of this with a points lead. So I think that's about it for you. So take care, Zach.
All right. Thanks, Jerry. Thanks, Nathan.
User was moved out of your channel.
All right, let's move on to our second place man.
User was moved to your channel.
Mr. Mythic, you got a copy?
Yeah, Paulo Hyde here.
Hello. But first things first, I gotta ask. Uh, what was your plan with the last little laps there at the end of it?
Well, my plan was the same thing as the rest of the race. You know, I was making up a ton of ground there in the middle lane. That thing was an absolute rocket ship once I was able to find the grip in the middle. I mean, on cold tires, this thing was absolutely glued to the surface. I couldn't be more proud of my people over at Marvelous Racing giving me a beautiful Subaru WRX to go ahead and just absolutely fly around this track with. Absolutely love Atlanta. It's just, yeah. What ended up happening is that Rogers ended up arcing in a little bit later into the corners, basically taking my line away in, and I just couldn't adjust. Like, I just couldn't take the shallow line in. I was losing too much speed. And the end of the day, I was killing my tires trying to pass them. It's like, yeah, let's just settle down. Let's take second.
Better option in the end of it all to take second place, just fall on line. But
Yeah.
for the majority of the race, did you have a plan at all in case you do happen to go on a long run? Was it just go push all the time, or was
Oh,
it?
hell no. I had no plan. My plan was to just lead one lap. That's all I cared to do. I had absolutely no plan. I'll be
I don't blame you.
honest. I'm out here. Look, I'm out here just trying to have as much fun as I possibly can, and I ain't going to be going around to pussy a car around a track. I am going to gun it. Nah, I didn't have a plan to conserve at all. I just wanted to get at least one lap led. This is my first race in the ISRL Contender Series, and I just really wanted to make a splash, and I feel like that's a job well done.
Made a splash, you did. And for my final question, so when it came down to you and uh, I guess I'll say Bobby Jones and Zach Rogers.
Yeah.
Would you say they were probably going to be beating you on the long run by miles, or would you
Oh,
say
of course.
you think you could have put up a fight?
Oh, absolutely not. If the run lasted longer than 20 laps, I was cooked.
I know that feeling. I know that feeling a lot.
No, it's just if the run was longer than 20 laps, I would have been cooked. But you know what? People were having a lot of problems handling a loose condition. I thought the car was tight as shit personally, but a lot of people thought that the car was loose, and a lot of people were having problems fighting a loose condition all race. So we didn't really get an extended run, and that really benefited the Marvelous Racing crew today.
All right. Before we let you go, anybody you want to just thank or give a shout out to?
Unfortunately, no, not at this time. Once I'm able to actually get a win on my name, we'll be thanking a few people, especially over in the Gran Turismo world that ended up making me build me up to this point. But P2 is a good place to start, and we'll regroup. I believe the next race I'm going to be running is Motegi, so I'll be seeing everyone there.
All right. Well, take care, man.
You
Good job
too.
on the P2.
Yeah.
User was moved out of your channel.
All right, that was our second place finisher, Das Mythic. And final person of the day, Mr. Bobby Jones.
User was moved to your
Mr.
channel.
Bobby Jones, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
All right, all right, all right. So, first things first, what was your plan there towards the end of the race?
Before that last caution, I was hoping to set up a pass because it looked like they were burning their tires up.
Mm-hmm. And I'm guessing Rogers was your biggest fight of the day. That was probably the person that was putting up the biggest fight, you would think.
Yeah, pretty much, but Apollo was also a threat to the entire race as well.
Yeah, they were definitely putting up a fight there towards the end of it, especially on the short runs. They were shooting off like a rocket, I will say, from the commentators booth. I will say they were looking like a rocket ship, and then about 5 laps or 10 laps later, they just fell off. But they still put up a good fight, I will say. But I'm guessing towards the first half of the race, your strategy was to save tires and then worry about it later into the run, or were you planning to just push the whole way?
I was planning on saving tires from the first run, but of course the caution came out.
Yeah. All right. Nathan, you got any questions?
Yeah, it looked like Shower held you up on that last run there. Honestly, I felt like you probably had a shot at the win if he didn't hold you up so much. Do you agree, or do you think it was a done deal either way?
Yeah, even if he didn't hold me up, it was kind of a done deal because car didn't feel as quick on that short run as it was before.
Ah, okay. Well, good job on the P3. You got a good run today. Ran up front, and yeah.
Yep. Good job on the P3. Anybody you want to shout out or give a thanks to before we let you go?
Unfortunately, not really.
All right. Take care, man. Good job on the P3.
Thank you.
User was moved out of your channel.
All right. Well, that concludes interviews. Anything you want to say before we end the stream, Keone?
Run the ARCA car right now on iRacing before they fix it, and it was
thought
a good race.
I thought you said
It
they
was
fixed
honestly
it.
pretty entertaining.
What happened to that?
Yeah. Was it?
I thought you said they fixed it.
No, they're going to. They're going to.
Oh,
There is no patch yet, so run the ARCA car as you can.
you heard
while
him.
you
Take
can.
advantage of it while you still can. But I want to just thank everybody that watched the stream. I didn't expect it to go this well on the first go around, but it definitely went a lot better. And I want to thank Nathan for volunteering to help commentate today. I probably would have been a lot more lost if it wasn't for him, by far. And I just want to thank just all my friends that have helped me through both motivation and just helping me set up GNL TV. Because those that know what GNL TV is, it is probably the worst thing ever. In terms of coding, at least. But the actual program is amazing. But just trying to get this thing set up is a nightmare. But I want to thank especially Tyler Mallon for helping me with that. But that's all I got.